What's good, Tribe? Know, I did a post the other day. I took my wife and I went to lunch and had a nice little time, man. And a couple of the comments were, I wish I had what you guys have. You guys are so cute. All those sort of things. Here's the thing, y'all. You don't just have a fantastic relationship. You don't just have that. You create that. You don't just have someone in your life and all of a sudden everything between the two of you magically mesh together. That doesn't happen in relationships, y'all. That's not what a relationship is in its essence. Here's the thing. So I just commented on a post. A young lady says, my comment was that love isn't enough. And young lady says, love is all you need in a relationship. And it's not. You need a level of intimacy. Now here's the thing. Intimacy is expressing my love in action. So love is truly, it is an action. And she said that in one of her comments, that love was an action. I'm not saying it's not. But what about when it comes to coping with conflict, right? And by conflict, what I mean is in your relationship between the two of you, issues are going to arise. How do we solve that then? How then, if love is just the answer, how then do we solve for inner relationship conflict? Do we just love each other and that's going to be enough? Of course not, right? We need to actually sit down. Now, these are actual, I'm talking about actions at this point, but there's loving um, communication. There's a loving way of talking to your wife. There's a loving way of expressing um, my appreciation. There's a loving way of doing things, but it's not just about love. You can do things in love, absolutely, but it takes more than that. We've been married almost 20 years, man. And there are days where my wife and I do not like each other. We love each other dearly, but there are days where we just don't like each other. It's deeper than that. It is deeper than that. Your relationships are failing because for you, being happy is all you need. Oh, well, if I'm not happy in my relationship, I don't want to be in a relationship. Then don't ever be in a relationship because there's going to come a time where you're not going to be happy. They're going to do something, say something, buy something, go somewhere, have a conversation with someone that just don't sit well with you. Not the conversation itself, the person he's having the conversation with, you may not like. So because of that, now it's the issue. There's so many aspects of a relationship that rarely do people even touch on. Listen, man, learn to build intimacy in your relationship. Learn to have those hard conversations. One of the key things with dealing with conflict in the conversation is a strategy I call um, holding a State of the Union strategy. So, State of the Union, as it relates to the United States, says every January of every year, the President of the United States talks about the State of the Union, the condition of the country. So, State of the Union, as it relates to your relationship, is the condition of your relationship. During conflict, being able to cope with that, what is the condition of our relationship? Are we going to survive this? What does it mean? What does it not mean? And really go into like the real condition of our relationship. Is it worth fighting for? And if it's worth, is it worth fighting for? And if it is worth fighting for, how do we plan? Excuse me. How then do we plan to fight for our relationship? Understand this, y'all. Relationships, marriages, especially, are so much more than just love. It takes real work to stay married and be married successfully for 20 years. So take the time out, y'all, and just go deeper in your relationships. That's it.